We are getting ready to go on a little trip. Every year for the last at least 10 years, I think, we have been taking a long weekend up to a farm that my family owns that's really close to a lake, and we spend a day on the boat, and the kids love to tube and ski, and then we just spend some time relaxing at this little cabin that we have that's pretty much in the middle of nowhere. And typically we go more towards the beginning or at least middle of summer, but with having a new baby this year right in the middle of summer, this trip got a little delayed, so we're going much later in the year than we typically do. But thankfully, the day that we have planned to be spending on the boat is going to be a nice warm day. The other days are going to be a little bit cooler, but I think the kids will still have a great time. There's a pond for fishing and different things that they can do that doesn't really matter if it's totally warm out. Before I leave for any trip, I love to do a deep clean. This is something that I've always done. Something about getting home from a vacation to a clean home makes me feel good. I also love the fact that while I am cleaning, knowing that this is actually going to last a little bit, because we are going to be out of the house. And so, you know, when you have littles, sometimes you clean and then instantly it's dirty again. And so it's kind of fun to clean when you know it's actually going to stay clean. So before we leave, I am getting some cleaning done, and then I'm going to be prepping some food. I love making my own homemade cleaners when I do cleaning, just so that I know exactly what I am spraying. Most of the time while I'm cleaning, I have a baby attached to me and a toddler or two running around, so I don't want to be spraying things that are filled with chemicals. I find that the different things that we use for cleaning and our laundry is just as important as the food that we eat. And here I try my best to make homemade from scratch meals, but sometimes we still miss out on the most crucial probiotics and vitamins and minerals that we need on a daily basis. And that's why I'm so excited to tell you guys about today's video sponsor, Groons. Groons is a convenient, portable, and delicious gummy supplement that tastes just like a fruit snack. It isn't just a multivitamin, a greens gummy, or a probiotic. It's all of those things and then some at the fraction of the price. And bonus, it tastes great. I actually get excited about taking these because they are so delicious and they are so easy. They don't require any mixing or blending or any powders or anything like that. It's an all-in-one, so it makes it really easy to take my supplement, and it's really easy to pack them when you go on a little trip like we are this weekend. 8 gummies are included within each daily snack pack because they couldn't fit everything they needed into one gummy. Most multivitamins contain around 7 to 9 vitamins, whereas Groons has over 20 different vitamins in there and over 60 whole food ingredients. There's no artificial colors or flavors. They're vegan, nut-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, all the things that make them allergy-friendly for everyone. Groons contain 6 times the gut health ingredients compared to other leading green powders, which can result in thicker hair and nails and healthier skin. Plus, they contain vitamin C, which is really good for boosting the immune system. This is so important right now as the weather is starting to change and as we go into cold season. So if you are looking for a all-in-one supplement, you guys can get 45% off by using the link down in my description box below. I want to thank Groons again for sponsoring today's video. Next up on my list before I get some food prepped is I am getting everyone packed. Now this trip was a little bit difficult to pack for because like I said, we're gonna have some cooler weather and a few of my boys are even going to be camping, and so I needed to have a lot of warm clothes for them, and so I had to go into all of our bins where all of our winter clothes are and pull out warmer things that we don't have in our regular circulation of clothes right now. Plus I had to have swimming suits for our swimming day, so it was a little bit more to pack than normal. I always try to pack my little boys in one bag just to keep down on the amount of laundry that I'll have to do when we get back. But like I said, this time we had to pack a little more than usual. My parents always took us to the lake every year when we were little, and I learned to water ski when I was, I don't know, probably about 8 years old or so. And so when I started having kids around that age, I just couldn't wait to get them out on the water skiing and tubing and all of those things. I had so many fun memories of doing that when I was a kid. So that's something that we started doing about 4 years ago, and at this point I have several kids that can get up on skis and kids that can tube, and pretty much every year if I'm not pregnant, I like to ski as well. It's just something that I really enjoy doing. I love spending a day out on the lake, so I am really excited for this trip. All right, so now I am prepping some food. The day that we go out on the boat, we're gonna try to get out on there really early. So I'm making some banana nut muffins to take along for breakfast. A couple of weeks ago, we got some bananas from a produce stand that were overly ripe, and we got them for free. And so we peeled them and got them straight in the freezer. And so for these muffins, I'm actually gonna be pulling some bananas straight out of the freezer, and I will melt them in a little saucepan to pour into these muffins. And I'm also adding in some walnuts, and I always like to crush them up quite a bit since I have little ones and I don't want them to choke, so I always kind of roll over those with a rolling pin just to get them nice and crushed up before adding them into my muffins. I'm also going to be making several different snacks. My kids love having snacks when we travel. I mean, you know, we all do. It's super fun. It makes the drive so much more fun. So I found this recipe to make some healthier caramel popcorn, and so I tried it out. It was so good. My kids absolutely loved it. So that's what I'm getting going here. It's very simple. The sauce is just maple syrup and butter, and then I added in some cinnamon, and you mix it in with your popcorn and some peanuts, and then you bake it to really get it dried out. And like I said, this stuff was so delicious. I'll definitely be making this again. Next up is some protein balls. I'm going to be making these again just for snacks, probably 4 on the way there, maybe some snacks on the boat. These were super simple to make and also very good. I've actually made these same ones multiple times. It's just oatmeal, peanut butter, and honey. And I do add in a scoop of protein powder. We have the Flav City chocolate peanut butter is one of our favorites. And so I added that in, and you just roll them up into little balls, and I put them in the refrigerator to kind of harden. And that makes a really good snack. They could also be used for breakfast because they're made with great ingredients and a lot of protein. Anytime that we travel, my husband and I always love to have a good drink, and a lot of times we end up stopping at a coffee shop, which is obviously more expensive and not as healthy. But instead, this time I'm making us some to-go mocha lattes. I'm sharing with you guys a few clips from our trip. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. And again, I want to thank Grunes for sponsoring this video. Be sure to check them out to get 45% off using the link down in my description box below. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button. I get out a new video every single week.